Welcome back to the channel. This game continues Nigel's tournament in the Lloyds Bank Masters in London in 1984. After a quick draw in round 3, he was playing Joseph Gallagher, and I am from Switzerland, originally from the United Kingdom. The game started as a Sicilian defence. The Najdorf variation, and bishop to e3, the so-called English attack. And here Nigel plays f4, which is an aggressive move. F3 is normally quite normal in this position. Asking the bishop the question, and they are traded on c4. Here Nigel plays knight to e2. I think queen to e2. I think queen to d3 would have been a better option, as black can probably take the queen and get a quite a nice position. After this variation, I think black's fine, and white hasn't got much out of the opening at all, and black would have equalised. But he didn't play. He played queen to e2, and black didn't exchange the queens. So he went back to c6. This allowed Nigel to get his bishop onto g5, a good square, threatening to trade the knights for the bishop. And queenside castle, an aggressive move, eyeing the backward d pawn, which becomes one of black's major weaknesses. Hitting the knight bit, this just allows the knight to go into a really nice square on d5, which Nigel would want to play anyway. Now he's hitting the b4 pawn, which now needs to be defended. And this allows Nigel to trade the knights and double the f pawns. Another nice outpost for the rook, which cannot be shifted now. And he's now attacking the a pawn as well. And instead of retreating, Nigel goes forward, hitting the queen with tempo. And again, another move to hit the queen with tempo, but also to pile pressure on the d6 pawn. This is just a move just to get the king out of the line of the queen, and also keep an eye on the a2 pawn and the a file if it ever opens up. Black prepares the castle, and Nigel doubles rooks, putting more pressure on the d pawn. Actually, in this position here, he could have actually played. In this position here, he could have actually played a really nice move, which is rook to b5. And this hits the b pawn, and obviously it can't be taken because of white takes d6 check. So black would have had to play something like a3, hits the rook, and this would have forced the trade of queens, and white would have been material up after the b pawn drops, and structurally a lot better in a winning endgame. But Nigel played the natural rook hd1 to put more pressure on the d6 pawn. I think Gallagher here is just trying to create some counterplay by sacking a pawn, trying to open some lines. Eventually he's castled, and now Nigel threatens the rook swing to the king side. It's just indirectly threaten the queen. Maybe queen to h5 would have been an option there as well, followed by rook to h3. The queen gets out of the line of the rook. The knight hits the queen again, which has to move. This is a nice move as well from Nigel, offering the trade of queens, which obviously helps white because he's a material up plus has a better structure and probably a winning endgame with past b pawns. So black declines the trade. Nigel prepares to either rook swing or after the next move, which actually is a mistake from black, thrust into the position with rook to c6. And this is actually the winning move, and in this position Gallagher resigned. And the idea is the d pawn's going to drop. So after something like queen to a7, which is probably the only move, the queens are traded. The knight has to move because it was attacked. And the rook can take the pawn, threatening the bishop. And now white's 2 pawns to the good. His position's much more active. Black's very, very passive and really hasn't got any chance to do anything. No chance of counterplay. So another smooth win for Nigel. He moved to 3.5 out of 4 in the tournament and was playing quite well. A couple of quick wins against lower graded opponents, but it's deemed a bit of a revenge because Nigel lost to Gallagher in a previous tournament. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the game. I'll be back in due course to continue with the Lloyds Bank tournament. Bye for now. Cheers.